Jeff, I think it's safe to say that the fight for Canada continues tonight with Game 3, the Senators versus the Rangers. Councillor Jones, we'll ask that you come forward and share a few thoughts on the awarding of the grant.
Thank you so very, very kindly, Glenn, and once again, congratulations to you and your team in regard to this day. And I certainly would like to recognize some of the very, very strong team members who are here from the City of Windsor, if I might. Certainly Ron Wash, who has for years been just a pillar in this community, and provincially, and we stole her from the province, you might know, and she has set the bar very, very high. Cathy Masterson, who has hit the ground running since she come here, Jeff, to certainly do some wonderful things. Jan Wilson from Parks and Rec, who always is the go-to person, and our good friend Pat Lewis. Strong, strong team. So it is an honor and a pleasure to represent Mayor Francis today and members of City Council. And let me start first by saying to my friend, Jeff Watson, there is a friend that would stick closer than a brother. And I know that Jeff understands that. And secondly, I see nothing wrong with your haircut whatsoever.
I'm going to be a little smooth like that too, Grace. Pleased to join you, brother. I won't stand
Bless you,
so much.
bless you, and certainly the cause in which you are doing this certainly has a very, very soft spot for me, because it's just been about 3 years ago that I was diagnosed, and praise God that we're on the road to recovery. So at any rate, isn't this a wonderful day?
Yes.
Isn't this a wonderful day? 200 years ago, almost in August, if it had not been for the Battle of Detroit, there may not have been a Canada. And certainly there are some names that just pop right off these pages of history out there. We know about Brock. We know about Tecumseh. We know about the allegiance the two had, one for the other. But there are names like Hull. There are names like Harrison, who certainly have gone down in the history of the United States of America. If it had not been for this particular battle, some of them would not have the notoriety that they truly did have. I would remind you of the burning of St. John's Church, how it was burned down. It was somewhat of the pattern of the Americans when they invaded places such as Amherstburg and such as Sandwichtown, that they would burn down. But the women in Amherstburg stood shoulder to shoulder, and what happened? It was not burned. The person that burned down St. John's Church, and I would say to you, the very first integrated graveyard in all of Canada, had a pang of guilt after he returned to the United States and sent back material to rebuild that church. So we have a proud, proud history here, my friends. And once again, I want to thank my friend, Jeff Watson, for once again coming to the table. How many times have we greeted Jeff and he has said to us, I have something for you. Doesn't represent this area in an elected way, but he represents this area in his heart and in his mind. And to that, I give him thanks. Now, I would remind you, the job's not done. As we stand here, I would ask that you sort of look around. Facilities are quite small. And we, as a people, have a mighty, mighty story to tell. And I'm very, very confident through the media, you know that we are in the process of looking at a museum. And certainly, I will personally take you around, my friend.
In a headlock, probably.
I want you to remember that God only made so many perfect heads, and the rest he hid with hair. So, once again, I've taken enough time, but I just want to thank Jeff for all the wonderful things that he has done in all the years that he has represented this government and come to the table and brought the bacon to us. Thanks, Jeff.
I'm not sure. I'm going bald, but I am not yet bald. So does that mean that at some point I'm going to become a member of parliament or a councillor? I'm not sure.
No, you're too smart for that.
The third person I'm going to ask to come forward today is Susan Easterbrook. Susan is the chair of the WindsorEssex Community Foundation, and I've asked her to speak on behalf of the foundation as a third partner in this venture. Susan.
Good morning. Much as I am fully in support of your efforts with your friend Jeff, I too am glad that I still have hair. I am so pleased to be here today. We have a very thriving community foundation in our midst, and we're always thankful when we can assist. As part of our mandate, the WindsorEssex Community Foundation assists in the development of working relationships between community organizations, because we know that the end result is a strong, vibrant, and resilient community. And I think the citizens of Windsor, time and time again, from the War of 1812 on, when we weren't even known as Windsor, have demonstrated certainly our resilience. We are very pleased to be the organization that connects the federal government, the city, and our arts and heritage community so that they can come together to recognize such a significant event in our history. We are anticipating fair weather on August 25th for our celebration and are looking forward to a great family turnout. We encourage you all to bring your families and friends to join us for the day's festivities. Thank you.